History has a way of hiding in the most ordinary things. Today, that story begins with a simple box of Jello. Hidden away in the small village of Leroy, New York, is the story of one of America's most recognizable desserts and how a simple powdered gelatin became a cultural icon. Today, we're visiting the Jell-O Museum. It's easy to think of Jello as something that simply always existed. It appeared at family dinners, school cafeterias, holiday tables, and hospital trays for generations. But every brand has a beginning, and this one started right here. In 1897, a carpenter and cough syrup manufacturer named Pearl Bixby experimented with adding fruit flavoring to powdered gelatin. His wife, May, suggested a simple, memorable name, Jello. Although the recipe had potential, the business struggled. Before long, the rights were sold to local businessman Oratal Francis Woodward for just $450. Colorful recipe booklets, magazine ads, and door-to-door promotions introduced Americans to a dessert that was inexpensive, easy to prepare, and unlike anything most families had seen before. Sales exploded. Soon, Jello wasn't simply a product. It had become part of American life. The museum tells more than the story of a dessert. It explores how advertising shaped consumer culture, how branding could transform an ordinary product into a household name, and how one small community found itself connected to kitchens across the country. It's remarkable to think that something so familiar to millions of people began in a quiet village like this. History isn't always found in grand monuments or famous battlefields. Sometimes it's hiding inside everyday objects we've known our entire lives. The next time you see a box of Jello on a grocery store shelf, you'll know that its story began right here in Leroy. And from this small corner of New York, it spread to dinner tables around the world. The history between steps. Thank you for taking a step with me.